Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 17. I think it's 17. Yeah, 17. Well, I'm going to go with that. I'll double down. Episode 17 of Lands of Legend. As always, Rock here. So, I'll address the elephant in the room real quick before we continue on. But Rock, you've missed last Friday and Monday of episodes. What be going on? Well, as it so happens, a pupper has become into my presence as see that spawner placement. A pupper has come into my presence as being essentially mine. So I've been kind of handling the pupper situation. If I remember to do the editing, there should be a picture on the screen right about now. He's a cute little pupper. So my mother, who I'm staying with at the moment, due to just kind of having kind of been kicked out of Sweden and having to find some work and whatnot as a holdover. My mother's two puppers had made some puppies. It was close to this time last year, I think. So he's about roughly a year old. I don't know the exact dates off the top of my head. He's roughly a year old, give or take him. Oh, I think that's him barking. Roughly a year old, give or take a month or two. So the two puppers had some puppies. One of them, which I had named Moo, just because of his color pattern and such like that. He ended up going to a friend of a friend of the family, and they had him for quite some time. They, for whatever reason, had to give up the puppy, and we had said that we would take the puppy back in a heartbeat. And so we did. And as such, I have a puppy that's kind of imprinted onto me at this point. He follows me around like a lost puppy. He's adorable. He's still being trained. We've had him since Friday, I believe, and he's finally learned how to sit. I still got a whole bunch of tricks to teach him, but he's new. He's got a lot to learn, but he's an adorable little pupper. So yeah, I've been kind of dealing with the puppy situation in this meantime. So I haven't just been slacking fully. I've been slacking a little bit, but not fully slacking to deal with the puppy. So yeah, that's my situation. I got myself a pupper. It's technically the first pupper I've officially owned. I mean, I've had puppers of the past, but it's kind of always been a family pupper. So I guess this is technically the first pupper that I own myself. So we'll see how that goes. I need to bring it to the vet here on Thursday. So today's Tuesday right now. So in 2 days I'll be bringing the pupper to the vet, getting its flea medicine and all its shots and all of that. So trying to be a responsible human. So yeah, that's where I've kind of been when the past handful of days is just dealing with the pupper situation. He's a cutie. He's got so much energy. It's not even funny. No. Bad. I'm glad it wasn't that could have easily been like a really strong insta damage potion that could have like half shot us. Which I think it probably should have been, to be honest, just to keep the player on their toes. Or, I mean, didn't even have to have shots. It could quarter shot us, kind of thing. So, I raged a little bit last episode. And then while editing the video, I thought a bit about how we could handle the area. And it seems like a lot of you had got to this same conclusion, which, if you hadn't noticed from our inventory reveal earlier, was taking advantage of this automatic TNT. I have a feeling this is kind of the actual intent of the automatic TNT, was to actually use it for this area. But it wasn't something we'd kind of pieced together until just now. So we do have a bunch of automatic TNT. I did grab some from that last area. I think there was more in this area that I had disregarded last time that I haven't grabbed yet. But we do have quite a bit of automatic TNT. Let's do this. That we can use to take advantage of breaking blocks or even killing these Elder Guardians, which are the problem points. A lot of people had mentioned that the Elder Guardians is something we should try to deal with as soon as we can, and that they were below us, which they are absolutely right. They are below us, and I think I'm going to try to deal with the this area that we were in last episode, and grab that. There was a wool box that we had. What's that going to destroy? Oh yeah. Oh, it's been so long that I completely forgot. You can you can fill spawners with spawnings. I forgot that was completely forgot that was a survival thing you could do. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with all these. There we go. I'm gonna try to deal with all these, or try to deal with the, okay. Nope, nope. Try to deal with that chest that we were kind of angrily raging about before, this one right here. Deal with that first. Let's try that. Oh, it's a record. Grab that before Creeper spawns and blows it up. Which is also a nice thing. We're getting a whole bunch of building blocks. There we go. Alright. Okay, so record acquired. The next big step, I would assume, is going down to deal with the Elder Guardians. Assuming there's actually anything important to deal with down here. Ignore you. I don't know for certain if there's actually anything to deal with down here. Because if there's not, then maybe it's not worth our effort to go down and try to fight them off. I do see that end stone right there, so there's a good chance that we have something to deal with there. So let's get up to the end stone thing first. Because if I don't have to waste a whole bunch of resources to try to kill the Elder Guardians, then I'm not going to. It seems like a logical waste of time. And we could realistically just blow up all these spawners and just not worry. Blow up the spawners, ignore the Elder Guardians. Ooh, that's really nice. Assuming that. Yeah, we don't have mining fatigue. That's a nice little ad there. Get out of here! Get out of here, you little monsters! We can just remove the mining fatigue whenever it gets applied, which I think it's every 60 seconds, if I remember correctly. But 60 seconds is definitely very subjective, depending on the. Definitely depending on. Oh boy. Okay, let's go ahead and try to clear out some of these. Try to clear out some of these packs of spawners, just so we have a little bit more room to ourselves. Probably gonna have to deal with the mobs after, but just getting rid of the spawners themselves is actually quite useful. It's definitely a spicy meatball. So there was a suggestion on last episode, I believe, for a kind of a derp counter, more or less. Whenever I accidentally throw a potion, or in the case of some of the older episodes where I kind of killed myself by in quick succession, throwing ender pearls to kill myself, there was suggestion for a more or less a derp counter. I have inquired into a commission of it, but haven't fully heard yet if they're able to, or if they have the available time to do so yet. So it's something that I've inquired about. I don't know if when it will happen, but it's definitely something that sounded interesting. So I will say it's on the potential horizon, but make no promises as to if and when it may happen. It was just a interesting idea that I did like. So it is a possibility within the future. Now, whether I'll use it within this series itself, probably not, because then I'd have to go back through and kind of rewatch all the content just to make sure I count up all the the rockinesses correctly. But it is a possibility, assuming all goes well, for potentially next series. So yeah, I thought that was a fun little bit of info that I think some of you will like. And again, why am I going after these other guardians? I realistically could just ignore them, I think, and go for that box, which I wish I brought some ladders for. Let's go ahead and just start staircasing up, like, right here. We have a whole ton of this orange concrete, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about wasting building blocks. Let's go into this area, see what it has in store for us. I assume it's an area. Maybe it's a wool. We'll see. I believe the wool boxes do contain endstone as well. So, oh, I see that bedrock. Okay, it's an area. Oh boy. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to try to remove that. Oh boy. Let's get rid of the mining fatigue and try to get into that area as quick as we can, so we don't have it. Hope to not get hit. Don't hit me. Don't hit me, bro. Come on. This whole area just filled with glass. Clockwork depths. Okay. That's back home. Cute little sea cucumbers. So I'm not sure what to expect. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool over there. Look at you just dual wielding those tridents. That looks really cool. I mean, it's been a while since I played a CTM, but it's been a while since I played a CTM that put a lot of emphasis on aesthetics, specifically to kind of this quality. Not to say that all CTMs that I play don't put effort into aesthetics, but they put more aesthetics into the environment versus more detail, kind of little inclusions that don't really add a whole lot outside of just a cool factor if you can look at it and go, God, that looks really cool. It's a different type of aesthetic. Not necessarily bad that a map doesn't have it, but it's different. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. Trident doesn't look pretty good. That's so-so. Let's get rid of some of this other meh. I mean, iron stuff is okay, but I couldn't be bothered. All right. I don't know why, but that just looks really cool. I love the visual aspects of it. What's our render distance? 16 chunks. Okay, so we're at the normal render distance. I mean, we could definitely probably pump up the render distance and make it look even better, but I'm going to go for more performance than an aesthetic quality. Helmet of waves. I mean, these helmets don't really seem that good for being a higher level area. I mean, they're not the, I guess you would say the same quality, like in a, oh, I'm still carrying that. Like you would say in a, like an MMO, you have legendary quality and you have rare quality and stuff like that. So, I mean, technically we probably have along the lines of legendary quality. Curious as to what those are. Okay. I feel I've gotten too complacent with my myself, given that I'm placing torches about, and I think that's going to bite me in the butt later. But we will see. Oh, you're just the cutest wither skeleton, just sinking down. Interesting idea with having these boats to locate around. I don't know if it was necessarily needed. You probably could have just built a pathway and it would have been just fine, but each their own. I'm gonna play it regardless. Okay. Ooh, what kind of pickaxe was that? That was a crossbow. Sharpness 8 crossbow. I don't know what damage that actually does. I'll have to think about it. I think it's almost like 8 damage. I think there's a, I don't remember if it's a half heart or sharpness that gets added. Protection 3, depth strike 5. It's not actually bad. I gotta remember to not not to replace that or get rid of that because I need that. I don't fully remember the damage values that get added per sharpness. I have to look that up. As long as we're getting XP, we shouldn't have to worry about our armor being destroyed. I have so much loathing for this night vision offhand that we have. Because there's definitely advantages, per se, but so many disadvantages. And I mean, as long as we're OP like this, then I guess technically there's no disadvantages. Slowness 10. Whew. Whew. Speed 10. Whew. It'd be nice to have. Okay, you don't see us. That's fine. Oh, now you do. So where are... Oh, it's a staircase. Oh, I was about to... I thought I was falling. Where is this area leading us? Sometimes you just go, meh. Let the meat cake. I kind of want to go down just in case I need to go down this way. Okay. So there is a continued way down. It kind of looks like it's going out towards the open area. Maybe open area leads to something nice? No. Okay. Just wasting my time. Let's drop off. I'm really curious about the sharpness 7. Because I don't know off the top of my head if it's going to be actually doing any reasonable amount of damage. I don't think I want to have that on the bar at the moment, just in case I accidentally click. Max health, bah, bah, bah. I'll keep that one just in case. Okay. So, generally speaking, this area is not the most difficult. And it's hard to say whether it's just a difficulty balance of this area or it's the actual gear that we have. Because we are rather OP, to be honest. With regards to normal CTM, this is far above and beyond the gear that you would normally expect of a normal CTM. So, we are a bit OP. And the fact that we're not really having to, you know what, I'm going to take it just because. The fact that we're not really having to place torches down is also a, you know, a pretty big indicator. And the fact that I can just take these hits from this wither skeleton and just kind of shrug them off. Also, another indicator. Okay, let's head this way. Now, I'm curious if this is a wool area or this is a brown wool fragment area. guess we'll find out for sure. Okay, sure, I'll grab them. Just so I can say I did. Drop off a couple of these items there, so. Oh boy. This looks like a potentially interesting area. I'm sure a lot of this I can kind of just run past and ignore. We'll see. Hi, scientist. Do you have any goodies for me? That's a pretty good trident. Let's go ahead and drop off that. We have more of these good stuff potions. They're only for 10 seconds, but speak 10 should be uber good for us. Let's do that. Grab that. I mean, the slowness is obviously really good for us, but has potential for negative applications on us if we accidentally splash ourselves. Okay. Looks like we're pretty close to the top here, so I foresee us completing this area pretty quickly. I hear the gas. I had to check for a second there because I wasn't sure if I was recording. Thank goodness! Go. Oh. Lags back there. Right. Oh, hello. I'm not going to worry about that mob right there because we can just ignore it. So, thinking about things today, I don't think I really have a question to pose. I haven't kind of thought ahead enough to compose a question for you all to... Oh, what's that? Oh, it's just it's not a pathway down, but some type of artsy block placement. But I don't have any questions for today. However, I think I have mentioned this before. If you do have general questions you would like to ask, you are more than welcome to, and we can answer them and pose them ourselves for a future date. But yeah, feel free to ask your questions if you have some. I'm always welcome, or always willing to answer your questions to the best that I can. I mean, barring any, super intrusive questions or anything like that. But I'm always open to answering questions when I can. So yeah, we'll go with that. I will do my best to have some questions, or a new question for next episode. But at the moment, I'm just going to slaughter the beast and continue on from here. What I would really like is to find a wool and a wool fragment in this episode. I believe we are one wool short of completing the basic objectives before we get into the last area. So that would be really nice. We are getting close to the top. This is the summit. I am not seeing a... It's hard to say. It doesn't look like a wool box, so maybe we are going to find a wool fragment in this area. Hard to say. It's leading out to somewhere. We're definitely going to have to take a look at our gear here in a second just to make sure we're not going to get into a whole bad situation. Oh, Of course not. Mending. Too strong. Too strong. You know what? I don't even have to place that. Torches have become for suckers. I ain't no sucker. Oh, no. You get back on the bar. Oh, that's a bedrock. Are we going to teleport into another area from an area? Open the ocean vault. The ocean vault has opened. What does that even mean? What ocean vault? Down here? Is there a vault down there that we didn't even see? What are you? Crustacean demon. Okay. I'm wondering if there's a an area within the area we didn't even see before. We will have to take a gander. Maybe we'll find something good. So, what is this side bitten by lead over to? It'd be really nice if this led over to a leap off that we can kind of just deal with to get down to what I presume is an ocean vault. We'll find out if that's the case. I have a strong inkling that it's not. Alright. Glad I'm not getting a mining fatigue in this area. That would have infuriated the shit out of me. At least we're not getting it yet. I mean, there's technically always that possibility we could still get it. We're going to eat here in a second. Oh, well. If I had my rock messed up counter, that would have been one right there for the books. I think it might just be a matter of positioning for where I put my potions. Because I put them right next to my food, which for me is probably not the best idea. Ooh, what are you? Crown of the Turtle King. Protection 3, Respiration 4, Aqua Affinity 4, Breaking 3, Mending. Get some speed, get some extra armor, and full knockback resistance. That is actually pretty good. We have Protection 5, Fire Protection 5, Blast Protection 5, Projectile Protection 5, which is also unbreakable. But it might be worth considering in the situation where we have to deal with aquatic nonsense, like this area, for example. That might be worth of putting on as a means of just getting through the things quicker. I'll think about it. I will have to think about it. So, where? So there's supposedly an ocean vault. What was it called? Ocean vault that's been opened. We still need to figure out where that is. But there is supposedly an ocean vault that is open now. And I would presume it's within this area. Oh no! Oh. Well, found a quick way down. Now the question is where would said ocean vault be? I presume somewhere around this area. The question is, if I were an ocean vault, let's go ahead and equip this for the sake of being able to see underwater and whatnot. Maybe? looks like something. Let's get some, maybe. Either that or it's a, one of those creeper holes where charge creepers or normal creepers are going to just continuously flow out of it, and we just have to deal with the mess that is that. But let's assume that that is a entrance that we might have to go through. Oh, I'm seeing some mobs. It's a solid start. Oh, it's all guardians though, so I don't really like the looks of it. Guardian of the... Is that Guardian of the Wool? That's what it looks like. Okay. Let's try to get into a little underwater cry box here, just to get some oxygen back. And continue on. I think I am going in the right direction. Yeah, that looks about right. Oh, that looks like a wool. Oh, there's two. Oh. Okay, my previous comment that I made early on in the series that the number of wolves would decrease as we go down, and that we'll probably only get one wool in the black wool box, seems to be coming true, to say the least. Alright. Let's figure out how to get out of here. That's an interesting little blob. Okay, there's multiple interesting little blobs there. Maybe nothing I have to worry about. So the question is, how the hell do I get out of here? I believe... Oh, there it is. That looks like it. So we got ourselves a wool, which was more than I was expecting this episode. I was sort of expecting just to get a wool fragment for the brown wool. But we actually found the last wool, excluding the brown wool, for this particular sections of area. So, I mean, I had fully expect that we're going to find more brown wool fragments as we're exploring the last three wools. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I think it at least puts us close enough that we could consider going into the last three wools of this map. So, hooray! Hooray! Okay, so we got ourselves the blue wool, which outside the brown wool is the last of the original wools that we needed. Oh boy, we get a whole bunch of speed off this. Let's put our more protective helmet on. I'm fine with having that helmet around as a means for underwater areas, which I know, let's assume we're not going to run into a whole lot more in the meantime. I would imagine underwater areas are very limited within a map like this, but it's hard to say. Armor's doing good. Let's get back to base and kind of decide what to do from there. How do I get out of here? Wow. Is there a portal up here? Where was it? Ah, I feel like I've forgotten where it was. There it is. There we go. Didn't even need to deal with it. Didn't even need to deal with the Elder Guardians. There you go, Elder Guardians. You can go straight to hell. Fantastic. So I'm going to work my way back to base. Not base, but the monument. We'll place down the wool and then decide what to do from there. I'm guessing it's probably going to be an ended episode, but it really depends on how long we've been going. I didn't keep track of the starting time, so I don't quite know how long we've been going, but I guess I have a strong inkling we've been going long enough to call it there for an episode. But we'll see. We'll see. So I will be right back. Alright, so yeah, we've been going for about 40 minutes or so. Woo! So I think that is a good time to call the episode for today. We have 4 wolves left, 3 of which don't need the wool fragments for. And I will laugh if that brown wool one only needs 1 fragment, one of those fragments, but we'll see. So I think for next episode, it's safe for us to head into the green, red, black bridge section, and we can start on some of the harder areas of the map, just to see if we can eventually get to the I can't think of the name of it. The area where we can trade in the fragments for the brown wool. And maybe it's a case where we only need 1 fragment, and we don't need 5, or 3, or whatnot. But yeah, next episode we're going to be heading into this areas, and we'll go from there. So thank you for joining as always, everybody. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye!